Hey everyone, I hope you all are doing great in your life and in your studies also. So in this video, I am going to tell you the documents which are required after your selection. So when you will get the selection, then a second DV will be done. First DV will be for your interview at that if you clear the PO mains examination, okay, and then the final DV will be done by the bank. And in the final DV, there are some documents required, so I am going to tell you about those documents so you can prepare it beforehand, okay, and you do not have that much confusion at the final time. And before starting the video, I would like to inform you that Guidely has come up with their super plan and super plus subscription, okay, and right now there is 90% discount going on their this plan. Plus the subscribers of their super plan will get the beginners kit. In the beginners kit, they have provided 9 charts with basic pictures and the formulas, and this is for English, reasoning and quants. The basic formulas are written and you can stick them on your wall and you can revise them on daily basis, like the squares, cubes, tables. So these type of things are given in those charts, and they will be provided free for the super plan subscribers. So the link of super plan will be given in description, and by using my code you will get extra 12% discount also. So first of all, for the documents, and this is for IBPS PO and clerk, okay. So if you clear IBPS PO mains examination and you get the final selection, then for the final DV which will be done by the bank, first you will require your interview letter. Yes, and please try to make a copy of your interview letter, or please try to save the PDF, okay, so that you can print it after selection. And it is required at the time of DV. Some banks ask for it for your interview letter. If you do not have interview letter, then what you can do, you can take your mail, like when you pass the mains examination, then IBPS sends you a mail that for interview intimation, that congratulations, you have cleared mains examination and you have been shortlisted for your interview. So you can take your printout of that mail also for your DV. Or some banks have asked for the fee receipts also, okay, like Indian Bank has asked for the fees receipt, in which the fees receipt which is generated when you fill the form along with the application form, the fees receipt is also given. So this is also important when you get the selection. After that, IBPS releases the link for downloading the application form and the fee receipt. So please do not forget, and do not forget to take a copy of your interview letter. Then there is IBPS application form, okay, you should have that. And after a selection also, IBPS gives the link to re-download the application form. Then there is photo ID card. The photo ID card can be Aadhaar card, PAN card, so these type of photo ID card will go. Then proof of date of birth, and for proof of date of birth, it can be your 10th mark sheet, or it can be your birth certificate or school leaving certificate, okay. So these documents are required for date of birth proof. Then you will require your 10th school mark sheet and the certificate. So some boards provide the mark sheet and certificate in one, like it is written that secondary school mark sheet and certificate. So if it is there, then there is only one document, but some boards provide the separate certificates, like the separate mark sheet and the separate certificate, okay. So this is different, and do not forget to attest to your mark sheet by your school principal. It is important, okay. Do not forget this. Please attest to your mark sheet by your school principal, and you should take the stamp also of your school, okay. So for in the on your 10th certificate, the signature of your principal should be there, and the stamp should also be there. And if you do not have that, then you should go to the school and please try to get that. Then there is 12th mark sheet and certificate, okay, it is same. Then semester wise graduation mark sheet plus provisional or certificate, so it is different, like some universities provide the provisional and some provide the certificate. So both these things are same, but you should have the mark sheet and the provisional, or the mark sheet and the certificate, all right. And you should have the semester wise mark sheet, semester wise graduation mark sheet. It is asked in the interview also and in the final DV also. And there are some universities which do not provide the semester wise mark sheet, they only provide the consolidated mark sheet. It is also fine. Like Delhi University, they do not provide the semester wise mark sheet. They only give one consolidated mark sheet. So that will also work. You should just tell them that our university do not provide the semester wise mark sheet. Okay, then they will agree. Then if you are already working, you will require NOC. If you but keep one thing in mind. If you have mentioned that you are working in your application form, then you should take the NOC. But if you have not mentioned, then there is no need of NOC. Like if you fill RRB PO exam form now, and like by chance you get selection in SBI clerk after filling RRB PO form. Okay, you have filled RRB PO form and you are waiting for SBI clerk mains result, and you get selected, and then you appear in RRB PO interview. But in your application form, like when you filled the form, you were not employed, then you do not need the NOC. Keep this thing in mind. But if you have mentioned in your application form that I am a working candidate, I am already employed, then you will need the NOC. Then there is caste certificate. Like if you belong to OBC, SC, ST, then you will need the caste certificate. And if you are a EWS candidate, then you will need the EWS certificate of the same year in which you have filled the form. Keep this thing in mind. In RRB, they take the latest certificate, but in IBPS and SBI, they take the EWS certificate of the same year in which you have filled the form. Like if you are filling the form of in 2022, then you will need the certificate of 2022 only. If you get the selection in 2023, if your interview is conducted in 2023, but you will need the EWS certificate of 2022. Okay, so if you are filling from EWS, then you should have your certificate ready. Then if you are a disabled candidate, then you should have your disability certificate. And if you have any experience, then you should have the experience certificate and other document mentioned. Like if you have mentioned that you have done a diploma in computer in IBPS form, they ask. So if you have clicked yes, then you should have that document. Okay, then you will need 10 photos, and the photos will be the same, the photos which you upload in the application form. So please try to make 20 to 25 copies of the photos which you are uploading in your application form, and please try to keep the photos same in all the application, and please try to make the copies beforehand. Okay, you will require at least 10 photos in your final DV. So these are the documents which are asked when you get the selection and you go for the final DV in the bank headquarters. So these are the documents, and I have told these documents as I got my DV done on 3rd of June. So I took these certificate which were applicable. So this is to tell you that if you do not have any of these, then you should get that. So that is it for this video. Thank you and have a nice day.